everyone, coming to you with a full body foam rolling routine today. It is full body, so starting at our feet and working our way up to our neck. If you don't have a foam roller, feel free to swing by the studio. We've got plenty there. We're willing to lend those out to you. I've just got my small foam roller here at home, and then also I'll be using a lacrosse ball. You can use a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball. That'll just add a little bit more pressure to the movements if you're needing the extra attention on any areas. So we'll go ahead and start bottoms of our feet. Like I said, work our way up. So we're just going to roll out our feet, stepping on the center of your foam roller, starting at the ball of your foot and rolling all the way down to the heart and to the heel. Every movement here, we're going to do about 10 to 15 passes over an area. By pass, it's going to be about 5, 6, 7. So every time you go over an area, that counts. If you want a little bit more pressure here, go ahead and grab that lacrosse ball. Same idea, stepping on it in the center, rolling back and forth. You are in control of how much pressure you're putting on. So if this hurts, put more pressure into that left foot, a little bit less in the right. And if you want a little bit more, go ahead and step into that just a little bit. Good, couple more passes here. The feet can be pretty tender, so be gentle with yourself. Listen to your body. Good, switch over to the other side. Same thing. Toes, ball, arch to heel, all the way through. Kind of curve out a little bit, get to the inside of that foot. Breathing through it. When you catch a tender spot, you're going to want to kind of catch your breath and hold your breath. That kind of counteracts the whole purpose of foam rolling. We are releasing those tension spots, letting the body relax. So I know some parts are going to be a little sore. Do your best to just breathe through that, and then we'll move on and give the body a rest. All right, from here we're going to come down to our calves. If you are newer to foam rolling, go ahead and stick with the roller itself. We can add intensity, but sometimes it gets a little bit rough. So go ahead and just keep the roller. Come down into seated. You're going to start one leg at a time or two. Like I said, you're in control of how much pressure is happening. So if you're doing 2 legs, both feet out, start kind of mid-calf. You're going to use your hands behind you. You're going to lift your body off the ground and roll over that roller down to the heels, all the way to just below the backs of the knees. If this is rough on your wrists or joints and you can't quite keep your weight off the ground, go ahead and find a wall. Place the roller against the wall and just press the back of the calf into the roller. Let it sit for 10, 15 seconds. Then move up the calf, find another spot, press into it again. If you're looking for a little bit more intensity on the ground, go ahead and cross your left leg over the right. That adds weight to the right side. Kind of rotating to the side of the calf. Might be a little more tender here. Take your time, breathe through it, and also to the inside. Good, other side. Breathing through. To the outside. And to the inside. Couple more. All right, moving up, we're going to do the hamstrings here. Same idea, starting just above the backs of the knees, lifting yourself up off the ground, feet off the ground. Just roll the legs over the roller to right below the glutes, then back down to the knees. This shouldn't be too painful here. If it is, no problem, just take your time, breathe through it. If you need a little bit more pressure, same thing, come a little bit to the more center of the roller, cross that left leg over, or even the heel over the knee. That'll offer more weight. And then rolling the body slightly to the left, so we're getting that inner thigh, and then over to the right to get that outer thigh. Nice. Other side. Foam rolling is great after any sort of activity, whether you lifted for the day, went for a long run, sat at a desk all day. It's going to release those trigger points that kind of get bundled up in our muscles. It's going to release any of the fascia tension. It's going to increase mobility. All around, great idea to spend 10 minutes or so to roll out. From here, we're going to come to the fronts of the legs, starting at our shins. This one can get a little rough, so do listen to your body. Like I said again, we're going to start one leg at a time. You're going to kind of tuck that right foot inside towards the body, coming out on the sides, and just rolling your shin. Again, we're on the shin muscle, not on your shin bone. Rolling over the bone can cause bruising, so don't do that to yourself. Okay, just a couple here. Breathing through. Don't forget that lacrosse ball is always an option if you're not getting quite enough intensity out of the roller. It can get a little brutal on the shins here. I prefer to use a roller. Good, other side. Again, tuck that ankle in towards the center of the body. Using that right leg to kind of move the body over and back. Good. Shouldn't be too much pressure in the wrists here. Keeping the majority of the body weight over the roller and in control with that back leg. All right, we're going to move on up to the quads. Quads can be a little bit more tender, so just do what feels right for yourself. Don't push it too much. We're going to start with one leg on the roller, the other leg kind of frogged out to the side. So my left leg is out at a bend, right leg on the roller, laying down into it, just rolling the whole body up, just above the knee, just to about the hip flexor. Good, breathe through. Again, like I said, this might be a little tender. If you find a spot that hurts a little bit more, go ahead and stay there. Count to 10, breathing through it, and then move on. Good. All right, other side. Right leg out to the side, left leg over the roller, back and forth. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Awesome. Couple more deep breaths here. Good. We're going to come up to the IT band. IT band can be a little tricky. The long, long portion that runs down from the knee all the way up to the hip. So coming onto the side. Sitting kind of over your roller. Right leg is going to cross over the left. You're going to lift yourself up on that shoulder. Elbow is stacked below the shoulder. And then roll it out. Good. Relieving that pressure on that right IT band with the left leg. You're taking a lot of the weight here. If you roll out your IT band pretty often and this isn't doing anything for you, go ahead and stack those feet and roll down. Good. Again, adjusting as you need to make sure you're rolling out that whole area. Controlling the movement with your arms. Awesome. Other side. Left IT band. Again, right foot over the left leg. Controlling that a little bit more. Or if that's not quite enough, stacking those feet. Good. All right, finally we're going to come into a little bit of back work. We're going to roll out in 2 separate sections. We're going to do kind of lower back, and then we're going to work our way up to the upper back. So starting with the roller just at the base of your spine, get up there enough to get yourself off the floor. We're not arching over the roller here. We don't want to do unnatural movements to the spine. So just kind of keep yourself strong core. You bring your hands out in front of you. Pretty little movements here. We're not going more than like 5 inches or so. Strong core. And again, you can kind of lean one way. Not crushing in on your ribs or anything. Just getting those back muscles. Other way. Good. And we're going to come into our upper back. So slightly up. Again, we have an active core. Slightly up higher on the body. Probably hear a couple back pops. Those are bad back pops. If that hurts, stop. Find another way. We'll just kind of sit if that's too much. Rotate back and forth over the roller. If it's feeling okay, go ahead and keep going. Keeping those hands out in front. We kind of come all the way up to the shoulders there. And down. Good. Finally, we're going to come to the back of the neck. Seems silly, but lay on your roller like a pillow. Base of the neck on the roller. You're just going to shake your head. No. It's going to get those neck muscles, rolling the weight over that, releasing that tension from staring at your screen or your phone or what have you all day. Good. Last couple relaxing breaths. Close your eyes if you want. This is a recovery routine. So take the time to relax. Good. Stay here as long as you want. Roll out longer if you need. That's all I've got for you today. Thanks for joining us, guys. You have a great rest of your day, okay? We'll see you later.